Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Wow, it has been a busy writing season for me, and I feel like I'm so far behind on putting out recent content here lately. I want to apologize, but I also want to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you for subscribing and supporting my channel. That's very much appreciative. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and try to summarize this up and maybe potentially put this into possibly a two-part video series on my experience of my own trip. So without further ado, let's roll that intro. Hey everybody, welcome back. Like I said, my own story I'm referring to is the Ohio Windy Nine, which was a motorcycle meetup in Athens, Ohio, home to the famous Ohio Windy Nine. What is the Ohio Windy Nine, you ask? Well, the Ohio Windy Nine is 9 technical roads to test your skill levels as a motorcyclist. The first part of this video, I'm going to basically talk about my journey there. I left, early Thursday morning. It was in mid-June. When I went to leave that morning from the house, the weather wasn't ideal. It was raining the night before, a little bit of rain that morning as well. The route I had planned out was to take a few back roads to Athens. Athens for me was about a 5-hour ride. The first leg of the journey for about 2 hours was a lot of rain, a lot of fog, crossing over a couple mountains in West Virginia. Ideal situation wasn't the best, but you have to deal with what's thrown at you when you're on two wheels, regardless. So anyway, going back to that, I was kind of traveling over through West Virginia, and I came, upon a couple of different areas. I crossed a couple of different mountains. I wanted to try and get a couple pictures of some overlooks while I was over there, but unfortunately, during that time, with the fog and the rain, as you can see in some of the photos I have, the ideal visibility and conditions of grabbing some of those overlook pictures wasn't the best. So it kind of shows you what I was kind of riding through during the first few hours of my journey to Athens. So moving forward, I eventually, once I crossed over to near Elkins, West Virginia, I then grabbed on to a couple of highways, one of those highways being US 48, which is the famous Corridor H, which supposedly is a popular road for the amount of work that's been put into this road. I'm not going to bore you with any of that information. You can check other videos out for that, but I was on that for about an hour or so and kind of made my way, onward. A little bit of a stint on I-79, not too long. I mean, one thing I'll say about this trip is I was only on the highway, the interstate, for about 20 miles. All the rest of the time, this was all back roads or secondary roads to get to Athens. So, I'd say probably about 3 to 4 hours or so into the leg of the journey. I had kind of mapped this out as far as what stops I was going to make, whether it be gas stops, whether it be something to eat as well. Most of the stops I was making was for fuel stops. So, I had found a little place in Clarksburg, West Virginia, called the Caboose, that I was going to stop at and have lunch, and that was about probably an hour from Athens. So I stopped there, got me something to eat, ate that. Great meal, great little atmosphere, and then continued onward into my journey. Coming out of Clarksburg, it was just, not too far up the road, crossed over into the Ohio River, and then crossed over into Ohio. And Athens was not too far afterwards. So, with that summarized up, once I arrived at the hotel, got checked in, got to meet a few of the new moto vloggers, some folks I met before. I got to spend some time with some of the folks I met from VAM, and I'm going to save that for another video and talk about that some more. But I wanted to kind of summarize this up real quick about my initial journey to Ohio and my experiences with getting there. I want to thank y'all for checking out my video. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of this format. Something I'm trying, something a little different, because I'm trying to do a little bit of different face-to-face narration. I thought maybe it would just help out and all, but I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.